What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We have a very exciting episode, so make sure you listen through to the end. I have Shawn again with me here today. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's been a great day so far.
Okay, we're going to break down multi-channel marketing and omni-channel marketing. What's the difference between the two? Because there is a lot of misinformation out there.
Uh-oh.
So it's going to be a deep dive today, y'all. Get straight into it. There are two very distinct marketing strategies.
Yeah. So, multi-channel and we have omni-channel. Multi-channel just means that you are communicating or reaching your customers with more than one channel, right? They're not connected to each other. They're not organized. They're not
integrated.
Yeah,
right.
they're not cohesive. And listen, that's the way a lot of companies have to start out. They have to start out with a single channel, or then you build up an email database. Now you're multi-channel. But really, when you look at things from a customer acquisition standpoint or a customer experience standpoint, if you can have an omni-channel approach, it's always the best way to do that. So let's start with the outbound marketing, right? So the way that direct marketing works is that there's something called the marketing rule of 7, and you can search it on Google. And when it basically says when you're able to touch a customer with a consistent message through multiple channels, when you get to your 7th touch, your chances of success increase greatly, right? So anybody who, knowing that every business would love to employ this type of approach. When you're starting out, sometimes you just don't have all the assets to facilitate or to execute an omni-channel campaign. So you start with what you have, but with an eye on, I want to build these other data elements, right? I want to make sure I'm getting an email address. I want to make sure I'm asking people for their postal address. I want to get their mobile number, right? So now you're starting to build those elements up. Now you can communicate with people, in a multi-channel capacity. So from a marketing standpoint, if you think about it, if you're touching people in their mailbox, and then you have a sequence of emails, and then you're hitting them on Facebook and Instagram or some type of digital platform, now you're employing, you're sticking to the science of direct marketing, and now that omni-channel approach is going to help your results. The efficiency of your marketing dollars is going to be significantly better than people who don't practice that approach. So it's all about dollars and cents, but sometimes you have to build up to it.
Right. Okay. So let's define Omni. Omni is exactly what it sounds like. All in one place. It's not one channel, right? It's all of your channel. It's all of your channels. I can't even talk. But it's seamless.
Yes, it's
seamless. So the
seamless.
difference between multi and omni, multi is again also what it sounds like, more than one marketing channel. So
Right.
you're marketing across different channels, but those channels are not integrated together.
That's right.
So an example would be, okay, I'm going to market on Facebook and email, but it's not, cohesive.
Exactly.
Omni, you have all of these different marketing channels, but it's more organized, right?
It's more organized because it's all about impressions, right? So what you're trying to do with your advertising is you're trying to move people to take an action, right? And so psychologically, people live, it's a very cluttered, it's a busy life. People have a lot of distractions, a lot of places that they're giving their attention to. So when you're able to reach those people through all of those different channels, the outcome's just going to be better because it's a more sound strategy. You're touching them here. You're building those impressions, that brand awareness. At some point, maybe it's at 7 o'clock that night, they see your ad pop up. It's like, man, I saw a direct mail piece from them. I've been getting emails. Now all of a sudden I see this ad up. I'm going to click it. And now that's the way it all works. So that process and being able to communicate like that in a cohesive manner, it helps your marketing be more efficient from the day you started if you have those assets at your disposal.
So if I just started my business, how do I know which approach I should choose?
Well, it comes down to how much budget you have, right? So there's certain tactics that aren't going to play well with maybe a more limited budget. So our advice to people when you're first starting out, the quickest way to test things is through digital marketing, email marketing, or running Facebook or Instagram or Google campaigns. So that's a great place for you to kind of flush out your messaging, your offer, and you can test really small amounts of money and try to get some metrics. And then once you understand what your cost per acquisition is and you understand what messages are moving your audience, then you can start to expand into these other channels. As you have success, it'll increase your advertising budget. But I would say to start off, if you have a limited budget, you're going to always start off with those channels that are easier to test and less expensive.
Right. Okay, so now let's get to the fun part.
Uh-oh.
We are an omnichannel platform.
Yeah.
So let's describe what it is that we're about to do.
Yeah. So we don't just talk the talk. We walk the walk in our everyday business, and we have kind of a unique perspective because we have 20, 30,000 campaigns that have been run through our platform, and so we're able to watch the campaigns that are practicing this approach and living to the ideals of really the science of direct marketing. And so the proof's in the pudding. We have the numbers to back it up that you can if you use this approach, and that's what our platform does. So what we've done is we've organized direct mail, email, marketing automation, SMS, Facebook, Instagram, landing pages, call tracking, very sophisticated artificial intelligence layer over the top, CRM, and we've put these things in one easy-to-use native app that doesn't require integrations. It doesn't require you to have any other software. Everything happens right within our platform, right? Even all the way to templates that are specific to each business's vertical that they can use, that are using all of our tactics that we use for these large companies we work with. We've implemented those into the templates that will be available to small businesses. Our goal is to bring the techniques and the strategy and the tactics that the largest companies in the world are using. They have the most sophisticated marketing. They've spent the most money to research it. They understand and do a lot of testing. And so this is the way that all the big guys market. We're trying to bring this down to the business that's just starting out and then give you all the resources and help and support to help you get off the ground.
So it's going to level the playing field.
Level the playing field. That's it. Yep. This will be, you can check this one off. You'll be able to go toe-to-toe with the big boys.
And that's, okay, so there's a lot of pros to multi-channel and omni-channel, but the issue is that if you are a small business, whether you're 3 to 5 years into your business and whatnot, not only do you probably don't have the budget yet, but you just don't have all of the other things collected yet to use the omni-channel. So what you're saying is that what you're going to release is going to make that so much easier.
So much easier, because it really, if you're just starting a business, who are you going to talk to? So there's a couple of ways. You can just start running Facebook ads, but the best way to do it is to build, they call it an avatar. Who is your customer? What do they look like? What is their income? What is their sex? Where do they spend their money? Who do they vote for? So that's an analysis that you would want to do on your ideal customer. You can either, basically you can buy a list of people that look just like that in your primary market area, and you can buy their postal address, their email address, even their mobile ad ID. So if you wanted to, you could start, that's how you would start. If I was recommending someone, build the avatar, go pull a list of people that pull that avatar in your primary market area. Now you have a foundation. Now you're going to market to those people, and now the learning process starts. And so when you're able to buy, you'll be able to buy the data right through our system. It has all those attributes already connected to it. So we're making it easy to get the data, to build a creative sequence. It's already built for them. So press a few buttons, and now you have this approach, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how much time are they going to save by doing that?
Well, a lot of them, the bar is too high to even enter the marketplace right now. So we're going to lower the bar substantially on who can use the software. And listen, in using AI on the back end in the way that the system will be intuitive and it'll understand, like we will be doing everything as much as pulling in their logo from their website, the colors of their website, and adjusting the templates to fit their colors. So we're trying to keep it as few clicks as possible to get to the end. And then we have a great support, a knowledge base, and then our support team is amazing too. So, we'll also, our onboarding process, a lot of that will be handled on the onboarding process, and we'll educate the customer on how to use it. And listen, our goal is to bring it down to creators, all the way down to creators, 1 and 2 person businesses, all the way up, and we'll have pricing plans for everyone.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna be
exciting.
amazing.
Yeah, we've been at this for a long time, moving towards this goal. So yeah, I'm super excited too.
So let's just give a little bit of a recap of what we talked about.
Yeah.
The difference between multi-channel marketing and omni-channel marketing, because people kind of use them interchangeably, which is understandable, but there is a distinct difference.
Distinct difference, yeah. Your multi-channel just means, hey, I'm communicating to my customers or prospects through more than one channel, right? So it's not cohesive, it's not integrated. Omni-channel is communicating through more than two channels, a consistent message, a consistent way to reply, and that consistent experience is building the brand recognition that's going to help increase the conversion.